You join us today. We're heading up the Bruson side of the valley today again. We are going to do one of the other sort of local favourites. It's called Toboggan, or as the locals call it,
Toboggan.
It's another one of the sort of more difficult trails in the valley, but it's another one just to sort of showcase what we've got as far as sort of variety is concerned. So if you check out some of our other videos, everything from some of the flat fire roads where you can sort of get some great miles in and do some lovely tours, to the Verbier bike park, to some of the other single track videos we've got. This will just give us a little bit more of an example of some of the sort of higher end stuff that we can access. As we're sort of coming down it, we'll try and sort of give a few little tips and pointers on sort of how to navigate switchbacks, where your speed and ultimately your technique is really important, because you've got to go really slowly for a start, but you've also got to get your bike around a very tight turn. Yeah, we hope you enjoy the little vlog, and see you soon. So straight off the top of the chair, again, those of you that are actually familiar with the ski area here will sort of see where we're going down here. We'll just take the initial bit of piste that comes around the back, and then literally right from the start we are into the single track. Have a good one, mate. Take care. So this is the main junction. Once you've sort of made your way from the start of the chairlift, we're going to take the left. This is going to bring us sort of above Verbier and the other side of the valley. There's a few little technical sections just on this initial traverse that can kind of take you by surprise a little bit. A few little rooty bits like this that you've definitely got to be on the ball with. From a technical point of view, the line choice is super important here, keeping your eyes looking forwards, finding that exit point. There we go. A few little non-natural hazards. These water pipes that the farmers put out for the cows, they are lethal. Once past the single track, you sort of reach the end and you hit the sign. We basically take a right back towards Le Chable and Verbier direction. Easy checkpoint is always the big cow shed here. So after the cow shed, you just join an initial piece of fire road or farm track and just follow it until the next group of signs. And then this is the trailhead of Toboggan, right here. So this initial bit is just really nice, fast flow single track. It's got, you know, it's a bit rooty and a bit rough in places, but it's pretty nice, pretty flowy. It sort of lures you into a little bit of a false sense of security, because it's kind of lower down where this trail starts to be a lot more difficult, a lot more technical. Yeah, again, from a technique point of view, just being able to ride flat corners as opposed to like the berm corners or shaped corners that you might find in a bike park, or even in some more kind of like rutted up areas. Just to be able to technically ride well over flat corners is an incredibly useful skill, particularly when you start to get into these kind of things where you're carrying speed and you want to keep that speed and you want to maintain grip. So this is where ideas like bike body separation, footwork, you know, that ability to be able to sort of manage how much we drop that outside foot through the turn, to keep the grip, to keep the center of mass over the bike. It's really important. And then we have a little bit of chill out time on the fire road just here. A little bit of descent. It's quite easy in the sense that it's actually the only way you can go. So you're going to hit the cross. We're going to go straight over the crossroads. Bit of an obvious one. Sign with the bike, yellow sign. Now into the roots. And this is the classic part of the toboggan descent. on lots of like lateral routes across this top bit here, as you can see. So it's pretty rough straight off the bat, but it's kind of not been, we don't sort of hit the steep bit until a little bit lower down, so good for a little warm up of the arms just until this point here. And it's on this first sort of right-hander now that we start to kind of get a taste for what the rest of the run's going to be like. Again, this is an unmaintained track, so you do come up against little obstacles sometimes, like fallen trees. Okay, so again, another little junction just here. Fallen tree marks a little bit of a bridge. We're going to go to the right. Yeah, but if you come into it wide here, okay, and just let yourself just roll in straight after me there, you'll be fine. So this is super techy, this bit. Quite a steep little drop to begin with, under the tree. And this is where the sort of tighter, steeper hairpins start to come in. So what we'll start to talk about now is just more from a line choice point of view and a tactics point of view, how we actually navigate that kind of terrain. But the main thing is what we're trying to achieve on switchbacks is we need to create an offset between our front tyre and our back tyre. We're going to take it quite wide around the outside, create the offset with the front wheel so we can make a tighter turn. Same as we come into this side, we're going to go out with the front wheel here and then around like that, opening up the turn. Nice Isaac, great line around there. So taking it nice and straight into the corner as late as we can, and then take that front wheel out so we can get around. Same again here, you've not really got a choice, you kind of have to get into the sort of the roots and the rocks here. Take it nice and wide around the outside, create the offset, and then straight back in. It just opens up and gives you so much more space to be able to roll into the turn. Same here, taking that wide line around. Nice, Isaac, good job, good work. Again, here's a nice little line for the front wheel to actually go around here, so you can take it there. That's a shocker. Oh, super slow around that bit. Really tough, that one. Again, on this stuff, it's just really important just to ride within yourself quite a lot, because although you're really concentrating on the trail, something that you can't ignore is the amount of exposure that you've got to the side of you as well. I'm gonna go really wide with the front wheel there, over that rock. Nice. Nice, Isaac. Same again here, nice wide line, around the outside, and then straight back in. Mountain biking is such a sport where you have to be incredibly present in the moment. There is no sort of time or thought to be thinking about anything else. You are in the game, everything is in the millimeter, and you are trying to fight that battle between acting and reacting to what the terrain's doing all the time. And that's what makes it so much fun. It's also what makes trying to film an informative video blog about riding really, really difficult trails very, very difficult. So please put your appreciation in the comments below if you've ever tried to ride and talk and make sense all at the same time. Last little bit, this is it. Ah! Oh! Jumped it! Good fun bit to finish with this. Still definitely not the smoothest trail in the world, but really good. And there we have it, that's us out on the exit path. Toboggan in the bag. Well done, Izzy. Yeah, happy with that? Yeah, it was good, wasn't it? Again, for a strong rider, that's like an hour loop. So it's a great ride, really, really good. Quite a physical descent that, so we'll load that up to Strava. We'll put the link in the description below. So if you ever find yourself in the valley, wanting a challenging ride at a much sort of higher level, definitely recommend that.